everyone, I apologize for the noise, and my parents had just got off a 10-hour shift, so I wanted to get comfy when I came home. As for the definitions for this week's readings and PowerPoint slide, I have my notes here that I wrote down. So for some of the definitions that I feel are highly important would be like the disaster quantitatively. That one surprised me completely because I don't understand why we need to have a death, injury toll, because humanely I don't know how anybody could look at, oh, there was only 98 deaths and we can't consider that a disaster, or oh, there was only 95 injuries, that wasn't a disaster. In my opinion, if anybody's hurt or injured, or there was a natural disaster of any kind, it should be considered a disaster. The 1 million U.S. economic damages, I found that was interesting because $1 million seems like a lot, but in reality, I guess it's not that much. And considering I'm from York County and hearing about all the tornadoes that Lancaster County gets, and knowing that some of those tornadoes aren't considered disasters is kind of disappointing for me, in my opinion. Also, I didn't realize that there were so many different definitions of disaster. I guess I never really thought about it in that perspective because, in my opinion, and in my thinking and thought process, I always thought like, oh, a disaster is like a hurricane, a tsunami, tornado, anything like that. I didn't realize that there would be multiple definitions, but if you think about it, there's multiple definitions for anything that's going on in society and any word that's out there. Everybody has a different kind of definition for it. 4 theories of disaster. I always heard about like, oh, it's an act of God or fate, and like people would say that thunderstorms, don't take showers and make sure you stay on the couch and all the electricity's off because you'll have the lightning come and like strike you. And that there's always this saying that when there's a thunderstorm that the angels are bowling and the angels are crying, and that's why. So I've heard that they're the acts of God and fate. I've also heard the acts of nature, and the intersection of society and nature, and how like humans are creating a lot of the natural disasters. And I'm running out of time, so I'm going to hurry this up. A question that I would pose to a class would be, has anybody experienced a natural disaster, and what is their personal opinion of what a natural disaster is? And that way we could get a good conversation flowing. I hope everyone's having a good semester so far, and I'll see you next week.